Well, good morning. Talking a little quietly because my wife is still asleep, but I'm not sure if you guys know, but I live in Western New York. So my land is in nice. My land is in Western New York, and my home is as well. And I actually live south of Buffalo in the snow belt of the snow belt. So when it rains, or snows rather, when we get lake effect snow, Buffalo is famous for it, but really towns like Orchard Park, where the Buffalo Bills Stadium is, which is right next to me. There's Hamburg, West Seneca, towns around me can get blasted. And we did a few weeks ago, when we got over 6 feet of snow in about 30 hours or less. It was pretty nuts. And this storm is not only forecasted to be worse, but it's already started, and it is going to be worse. This is a true blizzard. Winds up to 70 miles an hour. I fully expect to lose power along with tens of thousands of other people in the area. And this is actually, for once, not just limited to south of Buffalo, what we call the South Towns, but it's going all the way up to Niagara County and up into Canada, into Ontario. So this is going to be absolutely crazy. The lights are already flickering, but I wanted to touch on some of the preparations that you can do. And I'm not talking about, stocking up on tons of toilet paper and MREs, water, food, stuff like that. I am already relatively prepared. I don't, go not overboard, but I don't have months worth. At least a couple of weeks worth of everything. So should be pretty good. The water is, I think, probably the only concern, but even then, I'm not really terribly concerned about that. There's a crap ton of snow. I can just melt and boil it if I need to. But it's the loss of power. So what I did to prepare myself was I have a generator. It's a Briggs & Stratton. There go the plows. Briggs & Stratton, 8,500 I think starting watts, and then 55 constant. But I didn't want to have to keep worrying about gasoline, running it far away from the house, powering it down just to fill it, things like that. I really didn't want to have to worry about that. Plus, I can't run my furnace off of it. I need to have it hooked somehow into my breaker panel to be able to run my furnace, unless I wire up a plug, which I could do. It's not something I really want to do. It's not designed to be run that way, and I really don't feel like messing with that. So, in the interest of cost, I did pay full price for a conversion kit for natural gas and low pressure propane. That's the propane that's in the big tanks. When you live out in rural areas, you have those big, usually white tanks that are full of propane gas. That's low pressure. So the conversion kit I got from Century Fuel Products. If I remember, I'll put the link in the description. They didn't sponsor me at all. I bought it sight unseen from their website on recommendations I got from YouTube, etc. And their product is fantastic, or at least it looks. I haven't run it yet. I haven't had the need to. Well, at least running the generator on natural gas, I haven't. But I got that hooked up. That took, I don't know, maybe like an hour. It was pretty easy. Just pull off some parts and where the carb is, and air intake, and slap some new parts on to give you everything you need, except just the wrenches that you need to install. So it's really easy. They also have another conversion kit that allows propane, low pressure propane, high pressure propane, like in those gas grill tanks, 20 pound, 40 pound, 100 pound propane tanks. The one I use for my forge, for example. So I would be able to run that. I didn't get that though. That gas is expensive, especially when you buy it in small quantities. And I'll just run gasoline. There's a gas station literally on the corner if I ever needed to. And this kit does not negate the ability to use gasoline. So that's another really good feature about it. And it's less than $200. And they make them for any and basically every generator that's out there. So you'll be able to find one that fits. Highly recommend their products. They came quick and they're really well made. The other thing I did was hook up a gas line off of the gas line that's coming into my house, and have that run out. And I have that hooked up under my deck, and I'll be using I think it's a 12-foot, but I got a rubberized hose specifically for natural gas, so I can lead that wherever I need to, 5 feet away from the house, 7 feet, whatever, and that won't be a problem. The last thing I did was, and this is kind of expensive, you could buy it full price, I think it's about $350 or $400, and that is a transfer switch, which allows me to run 6 circuit breakers in my box, and I could select which ones. So the one for the furnace, the one for the fridge, the lights, internet, whatever you deem necessary to you, you can very easily hook up. It's only a couple of wires per breaker. You can easily hook that up. So I real quick had to go and get a visitor. So the other thing I got, and like I said, it was the transfer switch. And I got that from Facebook Marketplace. You can find them on eBay used. They're about $250. You can buy them new. They're about $350, I think. And depending on the power of your generator, you can even get, I think, 12 circuit ones. You can also get single circuits. If all you wanted to do was run your furnace or whatever, you can do that as well. I got mine, like I do everything, on Facebook Marketplace. Guy had it. They graduated to a whole house generator, and so he ripped the six breaker transfer switch out, and he sold it for $50. And he gave me a 40-foot long cable too, electrical cable. All I had to do was get the power inlet box, and that was like $30. Totally worth it. So I hooked that up, and so now all I got to do is pull the generator out, hook it up to the gas line, natural gas, uninterrupted, pull the cord, of course plug it into the power inlet, which will power those 6 breakers. Go down to my main breaker, turn off the main, and turn on the transfer switch, and I am good to go. We're gonna have heat, we're gonna have power and everything. So I don't know if you can really see through the window behind me, but it's pretty windy out. It's gonna get even worse. This is supposed to last all the way basically until Monday. So, and today's Saturday morning at 8, 9 in the morning. It's gonna be crazy. Well, wish me luck, and I hope that to take some videos and pictures of if I need to hook this up, I'll get some of those in here. And yeah, if you're anywhere near the path of this storm, be safe. Good luck, and we'll see you here next time. Say goodbye, Maggie.
Bye.
Bye. It's windy out here. I mean, holy crap. Wow. A lot of snow.